Hello and welcome. I'm Ash Mannix. It is late, and I've decided to play some more Tsukihime. Um, this is later than usual. It is 11:23 p.m. in the UK just now, so this won't be a particularly long stream because I am insane and I have work tomorrow, which will almost be today. But in the last part of the playthrough, I had to read through some seriously dodgy stuff as a quote unquote succubus who had dressed himself up as Arkwood. Um, Basically sucks me off. That was uncomfortable as fuck to read. The low light of this stream. Hello, Garlic Bread X. Welcome to the stream. I didn't know if anyone would come on at this point. It is pretty late for me. I don't know what time it is in other parts of the world, but yes, I thought you love it. Really, says Cookso. Shut it. Shut it. Um, let's get into this. Right, let me full screen this bad boy. Actually, I don't want to stretch this. Can I reset? I should have done all of this before, but I didn't. Let's keep the aspect ratio. Right, let us continue. Right, hopefully the audio will come through. I'm not hearing any audio just now. One of the problems I have with this visual novel is the audio is few and far between, and it gives me the fear because I keep thinking the audio is not working. But wait, actually, let me just check something. I should have done this beforehand. Of course I should have, but I didn't because I am a fool. Right. Let us see. Seven Eyes of Death Perception 2. 7th day, October the 27th, a Wednesday. Back then, the whole mansion was like a giant playground. Right, so we're having a Shiki. Shiki's talking about the past. Back then, the whole mansion was like a giant playground. The garden, a deep forest. The house, a tall castle. We played in our own little world, which would take days to explore. Every day was fun. No one thought about ever growing up, and we believed that days and nights would always be the same. It was just a childhood spent playing like puppies. We got along wonderfully and were the best of playmates. Whenever I turned back, Akia would be there, waving her hands and hiding shyly. Yes, always the same. At that time, the mansion was a giant playground, the garden a deep forest, the house a tall castle. We played in our own little world. Wait, is this repeating? Which would take days to explore. I slowly awaken and open my eyes. The morning light wraps around me and my sleepiness starts to lift. As the last vestiges clear, I sense that I had a very nostalgic dream. Oh, as soon as I open my eyes, I start to see those terrible things jump into my vision. My head stabs with pain. Ugh. I scramble for the glasses by my pillow and put them on. I take in some air. Oh, there's the audio. And I think it's coming through the stream, hopefully. I take in some air. After taking a few deep breaths, I manage to calm down. Why did I... so early? See those lines so clearly this early in the morning? It's difficult to see the lines of death in buildings. It's usually hard to see them. And seeing them so clearly like I just did now is rare. Pixel saying, finally, sound. Yes. What's more, I even saw those points. I think my headache is getting worse too. Sensei said these eyes would attract things that weren't good. I think Arkwood and these vampires are certainly not good. So maybe it's all affecting my eyes and making them stronger. Can't be. I'm probably just tired. Huh? Come to think of it, Sui isn't here. It's already past 7. Normally she would have already come in and woke me up. Maybe Hisui slept in? But I see my freshly prepared uniform on my desk. What's this? Maybe she had some other duties. I'm a little curious, but I guess it doesn't concern me. I don't have the time this morning, so I just I should just hurry up and change and go to the sitting room. Oh yeah, before Akihiko. Oh. Ah! As I go from the lobby towards the sitting room, I realize I forgot something terribly important. Trousers? I open the door and stand there without taking a single step forward. Akiha is in the sitting room. Why did I think it was Akihiko? Kohako-san is nearby, and the two of them are drinking tea silently. Uh-oh. Even I can tell that this is not good. Normally she would say, "Good morning, Nissan." No matter how angry she might be, but she doesn't even look at me this morning. Goes without saying. Arkwood's coming here last night has some very lasting repercussions. Akia's irritation is permeating the air. You could practically cut the tension with a knife. Good morning, Shiki-san. Kohako-san. Well, it seems like she's remained unaffected at least. Yeah, good morning, Kohako-san. Raising a hand to Kohako-san, I entered the sitting room. Akiha glares at me as I shuffle into the sitting room. I'm not going to succumb to this silent pressure. Options. Let me save. Right. I should smooth things over with a cheerful greeting. I won't do something stupid, so just greet her normally. No, all I can do now. No, don't apologize. Fuck that. I should smooth with a cheerful greeting. Just greet her normally. Let's not piss her off. I say that, but her pressure is now on a completely different level than before. If I say anything wrong in the face of this frozen heat, she will give a devastating counter. I'll show a calm, reflective manner. Good morning, Akiha. You're up early as usual. I say this quietly and as gently as possible. Yes. Thanks to what happened last night, I was unable to sleep at all. She says something so outrageous while still smiling sweetly. This really isn't good. You can't be sane, being so angry yet smiling like that. Oh. Well, I hope you feel a little better or something. I should stay away from danger. You should run, mate. I have to say something and then escape from here. Then I'll be off to have some breakfast in the dining room. Yep, I should retreat to the dining room. Nissan. Her voice stops me dead in my tracks. Well, of course she wouldn't let me go like that. Yes? What is it, Akiha-san? By the way, adding san to her name means waving my white flag. Doesn't even bat an eyelash. I have something to discuss with you before breakfast. Please sit there on the sofa. Got it? Please keep it as short as possible. Plop down on the sofa across from her. Kohako-san brings me a teacup. Oh, you are in trouble. They have been sitting there talking with each other and you are going to get fucking skewered. Her smile seems to say, hang in there, okay? And I'm able to gather up at least a little courage. Oh, Kohako-san. We all need a Kohako-san at times like these. I drink a mouthful of tea and meet her gaze. So what do you want to talk about, Akiha? That woman last night. Just what is she to you? Yeah. That was close. Akiha's normally so roundabout, but this time she asks straight on. I'm taken so much by surprise, I almost sprayed tea everywhere. Nissan, did you hear me? Yeah, I hear you. Loud and clear. Then please answer. That woman from last night, just what is she to you, Nissan? That is a troubling question. She's a friend. A person I agreed to help. A friend so important you had to leave in the middle of the night. Yes, I don't intend to have to approve of all the relationships you have, but you are in school now, correct? the eldest son of the Tono family, going to places with some strange woman in the middle of the night. Please stop doing such shameless things. Damn, man, she makes it sound like I'm freaking going out partying every night with some random ass woman. As she speaks, her cheeks flush and she looks away. Oh no, she got some Brokon complex. Some serious ass Brokon complex. I see. Akiha thinks my relationship with Arquid is like that. Wait, Akiha. There's really nothing between us. I'm just helping her find something. After that, we won't even see each other again. Oh, really? You certainly seem very close. That must be my imagination, right, Nissan? Her gaze is cold. If I lie with something like that's not it, things will be much easier, but more than the fact that I don't want to lie to Akiha, I really don't want to say that we weren't close. That may not be your imagination, maybe. Right. You are panicking like I've never seen you before. You are never serious about anything, and now you show all this emotion. Just what's gotten into you? That's not it. I was just totally caught off guard that she'd actually come here. That woman calmly waited for you the whole time, Nissan. She casts a wide sideways glare at me. She really seems convinced that Arquid and I are dating. Look, Akiha, you're getting it completely wrong. In the first place, we first met by me killing her, but I swallow the rest of those words. Yes, it'll be too stupid to tell the truth. And pretty damning. But I can't even think of a good excuse, and can only stammer. If you cannot answer, then let's change the question. You've been calling that woman her this whole time. What is her name? Arquid. I see. So you did not meet at school. There are no foreign exchange students at your high school. Wait, you checked? Like Akiha says, there's no one from overseas at my school. It's right, but why does she know that much? Oh, she is... Mate, you are in trouble. So Nissan, just where in the world did you meet a person like that? In the city. Just a coincidence. Oh, a coincidence? Then Arquid must have talked to you. No, I was the one who talked to her. Well, not quite talked, but I was the one that initiated our contact. Why did you talk to her? I thought Arquid-san was nothing to you. Or did you only intend it like that from the beginning? Her questions are right on the mark. Step by step, she draws closer to my secret. Like a snake staring at a frog, she ignores all my excuses and is trying to drive me into a corner. I can now only use force to end this conversation. That's enough. I said she's nothing to me. Besides, whatever I do doesn't concern you. You don't have any right to complain about who I date anyway. I point at her directly. After giving an angered face, she stands up without a sound. That's odd. I thought she would yell back at me, but instead she appears very uncomfortable and looks away. Oh dear. Even I didn't want to say this, but it's just I get a bad feeling from her. If it was anyone else, I would just be resigned to it. But for you to be ensnared by her, doesn't that make me just a big fool? I don't know why. She regretfully bites her lip as she says these words. That's why I'm saying she's nothing special. What's wrong, Akiha? You seem a little strange. That's enough. If you want to do as you please, then feel free, Nissan. Akiha storms noisily out the lobby. Oh shit. I know, I've watched enough anime to know where this is going. Let me just play the banjo. Anyway. I don't understand anything at all. Oh, Shiki-san, that was horrible of you. Kwako-san gives a disappointed sigh and starts walking after her. Poor Akiha-sama. If you're going to bring your lover, please bring someone more normal. What? If you did that, Akiha-sama would have understood. What? Bring someone more normal? Man, I mean... What was so abnormal about Arquid? Besides you having a bad feeling. I mean, they just happened to be on the mark with this one, but like, they could easily have just been full like, totally wrong. Kwako-san disappears towards the lobby after Akiha. Oh, all of a sudden, no music. Oh. Fourth period class is about modern society. We live in a society. The mood in the classroom is somewhat lighter than usual before lunch. Today is Wednesday, so there's one less hour of classes than usual. After lunch, there's homeroom and an hour of deciding what to do for the culture festival. What's more, tomorrow is a school holiday, so after this fourth period is over, it's practically vacation already. It's only natural for everyone to be waiting for the end of class bell to ring. The end of class bell? Sleepy. I give a big yawn. 1 sec. Good. I feel you, mate. The class is completely unchanged. The whole day progresses with nothing out of the ordinary. Come to think of it, I've been through so many strange experiences, I almost feel odd just sitting in class. And after classes are over and night falls, I'll have to go out once more with Arquid. Thinking of that, I really don't have the time to be fooling around here. I look at my reflection in the window glass. Tonoshiki's face seems to be happy for some reason. Grr. What are you grurring at? I tighten my expression. It's not like roaming the streets with Arquid is fun, so why am I acting like this? Because you get to go with the girl that you fancy. Admit it. Admit it to yourself, teenage boy. Arquid. There's really something wrong. Looking out the window and into the rear courtyard, I can see an illusion of her waving her hand at me and saying, hey. Wait a minute. What? I push myself onto the window and look down. I can only see the very edge of the rear courtyard, but without a doubt, Arquid, in her usual manner, is at my school. I look around the classroom. Fortunately, there's no one who noticed the strange foreigner waving to me. What is she thinking? I moan to myself as I clutch my head. But complaining does me no good. It's about 20 minutes till lunch. What are you going to do, Shiki? Oh, options. If you leave her alone, who knows what she'll do. So I could leave her alone and then she might come across the other girl, which would be hilarious. Pray she doesn't do anything until classes are over. I don't care, I'll ignore her. That is harsh. Pray she doesn't do anything in classes until classes are over. Nah, better go to the courtyard now. That's right. That's right. Preventable disasters should be stopped before they happen. Before she can start any interesting trouble, I have to take her off the school grounds. Sensei, I feel my anemia coming, so I need to leave. I raise my hand and after getting permission from the teacher, fly out of the classroom. Ah, you're here. That was a pretty fast sprint. You're looking pretty lively this morning, Shiki. My jaw hangs wide open. As I sprint into the courtyard, Arquid greets me with her usual radiance. It's smaller than I expected. I thought a school would be much bigger than this. Kya! What the fuck is that? Oh, I grab Arquid's arm. You, come with me. Dragging Arquid behind me, I dash to a place where people won't see us. Hey, what are you doing taking me here all of a sudden? This place is no fun at all. Arquid seems to be disappointed in this place, but it's not like school is a really interesting place to begin with. What are you doing? That's my line, Arquid. I let go of her arm and thrust my index finger towards her face. Eh? What do you mean? I'm asking why you're walking around during daytime and why you came to my school. You haven't even healed yet, so why can't you just settle down and rest? But since you said you would help me, I thought I would look for for clothes during the day. I didn't want to make you do any extra work. Don't worry about that. Since I said I'd help, any extra work we'll do together, so just forget about it. Jeez. You're weakest during the middle of the day, yet you still leave. Do you just enjoy making me worry? Ah, I'm sorry. No, as long as you understand, it's okay. Arquid? I'm sorry for making you worry. No, actually, thanks. I think my heart beats loudly. Arquid apologizing like this is a bit out of ordinary. What? Or, I think, terribly cute. But you're at fault too, Shiki. I was watching for the longest time from the courtyard, but you never noticed me. What? Oh shit. I didn't know how to get inside, so I was thinking about dashing up to where you were. You're gonna dash up the wall? Holy shit, that would have been hilarious. Dash up? You mean to my classroom on the 3rd floor? Yes, footing wouldn't be difficult on the veranda, and it's really easy to jump up there. I'll take it all back. As usual, she completely lacks any common sense. Maybe she's just messing with you. Good. That wouldn't have been pretty if you did that. I breathe a sigh of relief. I don't think many people noticed her. In the first place, there's only a few desks that can look out into the courtyard. And? Why the heck did you come to my school? You said you were looking for clues. I just felt something from around here. Then I picked up your scent and realised it was your school. So you weren't thinking and you just came for no reason. I give her a frown. Is she a dog or something? Well, excuse me. I came here for a reason. There's hardly any traces of the dead here, so I wanted to see it for myself. Really? Well, if there's no traces of the dead here, then shouldn't this place be unimportant? There's no one at school at night, so if the dead wanted some prey, they would go downtown, not to a school. Well, that does make sense. There's nothing strange here. I can't really sense the I can't really sense the dead, but since my eyes see death, I can tell without taking off my glasses. I see. If you say so, Shiki, then there's nothing strange about this place, perhaps. Not perhaps, definitely. Arquid looks like she doesn't believe me. And then the chime rings, announcing the end of 4th period. No, is it lunch already? Even though most people don't stay by this grove, since it's lunchtime, there'll be lots of people walking by. Anyway, if you stay here any longer, people will see us. I'll keep my promise for sure, so just go home and rest. We may see the enemy tonight. Oh, you sound like you want me out of here, Shiki. She starts to look angry again. Ah, that's just your imagination, so hurry on back. Otherwise things might get a little hairy. Go, go. I push her from behind. Shoo, shoo. Though her eyes indicate she wants to say something, she just leaves silently. After watching Arquid leave, I return to the courtyard. What is it? Someone is looking this way. Is it? What's her face? Xiao. Oh, God. Of course it is. Senpai? Why are you looking at me with fucking cat-like eyes? No mistake, it's Xiao Senpai. But why is she making that expression? She has a fearsome expression that almost makes me doubt it's actually her. Senpai! I call out to her as I run. Senpai simply stands there watching me. Oh, she is pissed. She's like, who is that attractive person that you're talking to? Are you cheating on me? Like, what do you mean cheating on you? What are you talking about? What are you doing here? The same for you, Tono-kun. What were you doing there? Lunch has just begun, so for you to be back here, you must have skipped 4th period class. Of course not. I just threw it out of the classroom, that's all. What? Oh, Senpai answers without any enthusiasm. It's her normal smile, but it seems she's glaring at me. Nah, I'm sure it's fine. More than that, More than that, did you eat lunch yet? Wait, who's talking? If not, would you like to eat with me? Oh no, that's fucking me saying that. God damn it, Ryukishi style bullshit. I try and play it off casually. I'm sorry, I already have someone else. Oh, I already have someone else. Wording. Please ask me some other time. Well, we are definitely not going down the CL route. For an instant, she looks incredibly down as she says that. Senpai? What's wrong? You don't look too well. No, that isn't it. It's just that it's true that fun things end rather quickly, Tono-kun. Oh, okay. She gives a brilliant smile in contrast to before. She accepted her defeat. With that, she walks inside by herself. And Akihiko dude will be very happy. As expected, the debate over what to do for the culture festival is a stormy one. Since everyone's opinions are different, the decision gets postponed till next week. By the time it's over, it's late in the afternoon. Everyone gets up tiredly from their chairs and leaves the classroom. Well then, there's nothing to do in the classroom. I should get ready for tonight and go back to the mansion. I don't swing by anywhere else and head right back to the mansion. Interesting. Usually there's an option to go somewhere else, I guess not. The sun hasn't quite set, so Akiha probably isn't back yet. That Akiha. I wonder if she's still mad like this morning. Well, that can't be helped either. Can't tell the truth, so I'll probably just continue to be hated as a terrible older brother. Welcome back, Shiki-sama. So he bows as I enter the mansion. Garberdeck says, I really like NVLs, but it doesn't make it hard to know who's talking sometimes. NVLs? What are NVLs? You mean when they don't have... Well, they just have the text in the full screen? So about NVL is the style of the N. Oh, okay. So he bows as I enter the mansion. Yeah, I'm back. Thanks for greeting me, Hisui. It's been too long, Hisui. It's been too long. It's been a week since I've come back, but I'm not used to this yet. Aki hasn't back yet? No. She told me to tell you she would be back especially late tonight, so please eat dinner on your own, Shiki-sama. I knew she'd still be angry from this morning. I slump my shoulders as I start to walk to my room. And then, Shiki-sama. Sui looks around the lobby before she speaks again. Interesting. Forgive me for asking an awkward question, but will you be leaving tonight again, Shiki-sama? Huh? She fixates her emotionless eyes on me. I think she simply wants to know what time I'll be back because she's so dedicated. She's so dedicated of a servant, but letting her know means Akiha would know. I should... Ooh, this is an important one, I feel. Save? Guybrex says, when the textbook is in the bottom, then it's an ADV. ADV is the style where text boxes with character names are used. Wait, what the hell does ADV and NVL stand for then? Let's see. Is that just novel and adventure? Probably short for novel and adventure. Oh, I suppose novel mode. Okay, adventure mode. That makes sense. Right, what should I do? No, I can't let anyone know, or should I tell Hisui the truth? If I tell Hisui the truth, Akiha will know, and Akiha will... What? Get pissed? I mean, she's not going to stop me from going. But if I don't tell Akiha what will happen, she'll get even more pissed. I think I will go with tell Hisui. I don't like to lie. That's right. No matter how hard I try, I can't hide it from Hisui and Kohako-san, who are in charge of maintaining the mansion. So the least I can do is let them know when I'll be gone every night in the following days. Yeah, to tell the truth, I'll probably leave for a number of nights starting now. I swear I'm not just playing around or doing anything bad. Akia will probably end up hating me, but I can't stop now. Yeah. The vampire is still somewhere in town preying on victims. As a person who lives here, I just can't pretend like I didn't see it. I know it's a burden to you, Hisui, but please overlook it. I don't know what time I'll be back, so please just leave the gate unlocked. Shiki-sama, are you saying you will not tell us why? Yeah. Sorry, Hisui. You can think I'm totally irresponsible, but please don't ask. I don't want to have to lie. No. You are my master. A servant does not despise her master like that. I mean, okay. He speaks plainly and without any expression. The conversation ends and I go up to return to my room. Please wait. What? Forgive my impertinence, but... After cutting off, she tightens both of her hands as she looks over at me. Right. This is clearly not because she's concerned about us, but I'm probably concerned about Akiha. If you would like me to, Shiki-sama, I can keep your leaving a secret from Akiha-sama. Oh? Eh? You mean you're not going to tell? Yes. After dinner, it is extremely rare for Akiha-sama to leave her room. Nisan and I are responsible for conducting a patrol right before she sleeps. So if I do not tell the truth, she will not know. Wait, why is she doing this for me? Yeah, that helps. It helps, but is that okay? Isn't she your employer? I told you you are my master, Shiki-sama. I'm kind of happy? Wait, what? This is getting weird. I always have to tell her to stop adding Sama, but at times like this, I think I'm incredibly lucky. How can I help but be happy? Yeah, that helps, so if you can, please do so. Then please use the rear entrance tonight. The front entrance will be locked, but if you have the key and use the servant's entrance, you can come and leave undetected. Oh? There's a servant's entrance? No wonder I never saw you leave through the gate. No, the only one who uses that is Nisan. He has the key, so I will get it to you later. Well then, she says, after which she bows and disappears. Alright. Help just came from an unexpected source. Also, I don't like how this corridor goes into the fucking darkness. Creepy. With this, it seems I can keep my promise with Arquid without worrying Akiha. Awesome. I suppose it paid to tell Hisui the truth. If I lied to her, she wouldn't have helped us out in this way, and this may have ended up worse off. It's almost 10 o'clock. While I was eating, Hisui placed the key on my desk. Now then, shall I go? Placing my knife in my pocket, I leave my room as quietly as I can. Oh, darkness. Well, and all of a sudden we're at this place. It's probably because of all the recent murders, but it's only 10 o'clock and there's no one in the park. The empty night hangs overhead. There, a white figure stands. Shiki. As soon as she sees me, Arquid angrily yells at me. Hey, what time do you think it is? You're 20 minutes late. It seems she came here right on time. Yeah, sorry. I left before 10 o'clock, but it took some time trying to leave the mansion without Akiha noticing. I'll definitely be on time the next time, so please forgive me. Jeez, you don't seem to realize we're going to go killing. Arquid practically pouts. Don't tell me she was waiting long before the promised time? Oh no. Was she eager to see you? Arquid, since what time were you waiting for me? Me? I came here as soon as I woke up, so... Arquid thinks this over. Probably since 7 o'clock. Wait, what time? Oh, fuck, 3 hours? 7? You're waiting for more than 3 hours? What in the world was she thinking coming 3 hours early? Garlic Bread X says, angry Arkwood is cute. Yes, Arkwood best girl. But I've started to think about this, which is a dangerous thing to do. But Arkwood is like, what? I don't know, 300 years old or something like that? You said her age. She's pretty old, right? A couple of 100 years old. Isn't it a bit weird for someone of that age to be hanging around like a 17-year-old, 18-year-old boy? Just asking, just wondering. It seems I'm strange, as if truly amazed Arkwood mumbles to herself. Well, I'm partly to blame because I was late, but don't you have some issues too? If you come before the agreed time, then of course you'll have to wait. Hey, that's something entirely different. The fact you are late doesn't change. Well, that is true. But why did you wait 3 hours? If you had that much time, couldn't you have just gone back to your room? I don't know why either. It somehow was fun. While I was thinking it was nice waiting for you, it was already 10 o'clock. What? Garlic Bread X, I just think back to the most famous of vampire stories, Twilight, and how our man Ed, or whatever the hell his name was, is like supposed to be what, 300 years old or 150 years old, and yet he stalks and has the hots for a 17-year-old girl. Literally stalks her and like jumps into her room in the middle of the night and just stares at her sleeping. I mean, that in general is creepy, but when you add the fact he's 150 years old, super creepy. So, I don't know. It's a bit dodge. It's a bit dodge. Fun? Why? Who knows? Didn't I say I didn't understand it myself? Maybe because you killed me. What? You fall in love with the guys that killed you? Weird. At that time, something broke that couldn't be healed. Uh-oh. You broke my heart, now you have to heal it. I think it's strange myself, but I can't understand what's broken inside me. Your brain? Having her say that is very troubling. Having sliced her into 17 pieces, if she says there's something wrong, all I can do is to apologize. It's okay. We don't have much time, so we can't waste time talking about pointless things, Shiki. Yeah, saying that really helps me out. But if you're ever late again, I'll just have to go to your house and pick you up. Ooh, that is a threat enough. You're the one who couldn't keep the promise, so you have no complaints, right? No way. I'll keep it, but random unfortunate circumstances like today could happen at any time. If I'm late, that'd be the last thing you should do. Look, don't come to my house even if it's a mistake. What's more, Akia doesn't know about all this, so please don't make things more complicated than they are. He doesn't know about us. Akia? Your sister that doesn't look at all like you? Yeah, you know, yeah, what's that all about? I noticed that at the very least, her eye colour was different than ours. Wait, where did I notice that? Have we ever seen our own eyes? I think in the fighting game. You said a little too much, but yes. What? I see. You're that scared of your little sister. Wait a minute. Is she not related to him? Why has she got different? Why does she not look like him? What's that all about? What's going on here, guys? What's going on? Oh, yeah, what is going on? Shut up. I just don't want to worry her. At the very best, I'm a bother to her, but I don't want to tire her out even further. You really are sweet to your sister, Shiki. I'm basically nice to everyone. Well, recently there's been an exception to that. That's me. You're always dense. That was an insult, not a compliment. Not at all. To you, I'm an exception, right? How could I not like that? I mean, alright. She smiles again. A child's smile, bright and carefree. If I keep seeing that, I'll lose all my venom. Oh, look at you. Look at her warming your cold, dead heart. I'm tired all of a sudden. Let's start looking for the vampire, Arkwood. Yes, it's about time. Then we'll start walking around town. Shiki, I want you to take off your glasses, but is that alright? Take off my glasses? Why? It's hard to notice them with just me. I can sense the presence of humans and non-humans, but that won't help me find the vampire. All I can sense is the presence. With your eyes, you can quickly tell between living and dead things. So it's a waste if we don't use what we have, right? Certainly I can understand what she's saying, but taking off my glasses means... I know. Even I could feel your eyes getting stronger these past few days, and if you keep doing this, it may not be good for your health. I'm still saying despite that, but the choice lies up to you, so I'm not going to force you. If you think it's alright to do so, take your glasses off and follow me. Take off my glasses and walk around town? I haven't done that since I received these glasses 8 years ago. In the first place, the things I see without my glasses give me such a headache, it'd be easy to imagine what would happen if I walked around town. But still, just like Arkwood, who keeps going even though her wound hasn't healed, Dono Shiki should do the same and pay back his debt. Arkwood, I'm fine, it's just a headache. Compared to the pain her body must be feeling, this is nothing. It's fine, I can take off my glasses. It's a small price to pay to make our search easier. I see. Then let's go, Shiki. Arkwood turns around and starts walking. I take off my glasses as I follow her. I follow Arkwood. I haven't walked in scenery so riddled with lines since my hospitalization back then. Strangely enough, I don't get a headache. It seems just seeing them wouldn't cause it. It's not the thin lines in the buildings, but seeing the lines on the people walking by makes me sick. Before, I thought they were just lines that were easy to cut along, but now I know they are the death of things. That's why I feel disgust. First, it's not that those figures of people scribbled over with lines are disgusting. Just seeing that humans are in existence so close to death makes me feel like throwing up. We walk the nighttime streets. Arkwood doesn't say anything, she just continues to stride forth resolutely. We walk for hours in the midst of town. In the end, we don't see one aberration, not one person wrapped in death. Shiki, you can put your glasses back on. It seems like no matter how much we search tonight, it will be useless. Arkwood concludes with a sigh. I put my glasses back on. My vision returns back to normal and I relax. Useless? Is it okay to just decide that all of a sudden? We've only looked everywhere once, right? No, just once is enough. The presence of the dead tends to linger around a place. I haven't sensed any of them around at all, so there aren't any that are active. The enemy is alert now that most of his dead are defeated. Seriously, he really is a coward. I was so prepared to finish it all tonight, but it appears he still wants to play hide and seek. Arkwood bites her lip, dissatisfied. You look like you're in a bad mood, Arkwood. Of course I am. You went through such trouble to help me, but it's all meaningless now. Well, I don't really mind. If you're that dissatisfied, I don't mind going out to look again. Maybe if I concentrate more, we can find something. That's no good. I can't strain you anymore. Strain? I'm not really straining. You are. You might not realize it, but if you abuse your brain anymore, you might end up disabled. Disabled? Who? You. That's right, you don't exactly know how your eyes work. Okay. You said yourself it was easier to see the death of living things than non-living things, right? Basically, it's a problem of the circuitry of your brain. The death of things. Being able to see that cause and effect, it's closer to reading than seeing. Everything has a main reason, the one source. It's the same thing that a German scientist called the Akashic Record. I don't know what that is. I feel like I've heard that before, though. In other words, in the core of all phenomenon, there is something that records all things. It's less of a record than an existence, so it isn't information. It just exists. It doesn't have any purpose in and of itself, or any direction. It's like a root swirl from which flows out all reasons. Things in the world flowed from that. Things in this world flowed from that, derived from that, and preserved their current form. You and I, vampires and humans, we all originated from that. Things became more complex and separate, and cannot return to that original source, the beginning. But you understand that there exists the one, right? But no matter how different a form something takes from the great source, it is still a derivative. So even if it is only a slender line, there is a thread connecting to the source. The source of all things, the record that records the beginning and the end of all things. Being connected to that means knowing the end of all things. Originally, the brain has the ability to control reception and transmission, when most humans close off all these circuits except for themselves. But there are those people who have their circuits open latently. Without a single use of magic circuits, there are humans who, despite not being of a transcendental race, have the potential to create transcendent phenomena. What? Transcendent. Magi classify them as being psychics. While still human, they are mutants who are born with magic circuits. Such as, without any learning of the occult, someone who can see the depth of things. Okay. I'm sorry, Arquid. It appears I can't understand this kind of conversation at all. It's okay if you can't understand. But what I want to tell you is you shouldn't try to see things that are hard to see. Probably if you want to, you can see the death of non-living things. But in order to do that, your brain has to open its circuits from the classification of living things to the classification of non-living things in order to understand. That is normally an impossible process. As a result, it overloads your brain and you'll end up being useless. Useless? You mean these eyes won't be able to perceive death anymore? Of course not. Hey, Shiki, what happens to an engine that blows up from overload? It goes to the junkyard. Once an engine breaks, you can't use it again. Oh, that's it. In other words, the headache I get from seeing death is like the screaming of an engine that is working too fast. You understand? If you can just see it, it won't be a problem. But stop trying to see things you can't perceive. The blood vessels in your brain will burst and it will all be over. I'm speechless. I've been living like this without realizing the seriousness of it all. You really have to thank the mages who gave you those glasses. Most psychics use their abilities without realizing how dangerous they are and end up disabling themselves. Well, those kinds of people are often incompatible with society, so maybe that's just for the best. Damn, what the hell? It seems like that's the reason I'm here. I'll let you go back to living the life you had before. Oh, Sensei said that and gave me these glasses. I had so much to thank her for. My chest tightens. That person, in so many ways, really did save me. Oh. Huh? I feel a sharp sensation. Not pain, but something strange, like an itch. Shaky? But what is this? It was really only just for an instant, but it was like something was in my chest. Not understanding, I placed my hand inside my shirt. Wetness. Something is sticking to my chest like ink. What is this? Something's wet? Pull out my hand from my shirt. Open up. On my open palms is bright red blood. Eh? sting. Another strange sensation. It takes me a horribly long time to understand that it's coming from the old scar on my chest. Cheeky, that. Yeah, that's weird. It doesn't hurt, and it's not even an open wound, but there's blood all over my chest. It's so red. A beautiful, unmuddied red that steals my eyesight. Well, it doesn't hurt, so it's got to be okay. Seems to have stopped bleeding, so there's no need to... Arkwood stares dumbfounded at my hand. No, more accurately, she stares at the red blood coating my hand. Arkwood? Arkwood doesn't respond. She just starts to breathe heavier. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pant. As if she's trying to withstand pain. Hey, Arkwood, what's wrong? Did your wound hurt? I grab her shoulders, and then she jumps back as if she was trying to escape. Oh shit. She stares at me like an enemy. Arkwood? Cheeky. Short, clipped. Her voice even contains enmity. I never thought about it. She averts her gaze awkwardly. I wasn't thinking any dodgy thoughts. What's wrong? You're acting strange. You still haven't recovered yet. Perhaps it seems I pushed myself too hard, so I'll go back now. Yeah, I guess we'll call it a night. Yeah, I'll be waiting here tomorrow. Not looking me in the eye, Arkwood leaves quickly. I go up the residential hill and arrive at the outskirts of the mansion. It's around 2 in the morning. God damn, that is pretty late. As expected, I'm totally assailed by sleepiness. I wonder if she's going to be okay. I'm concerned about how she seemed when we parted. It seemed like it wasn't pain from her wound, but... What is that? It feels like there's someone lurking in the shadows, not illuminated by the streetlights. Dudub. My heart stops my breath. Uh-oh. My blood rushes through my body, this sensation. Certainly there's someone standing there. The figure gets closer and closer. Footsteps. The sound of dry footsteps reaches my ears. But I have a bad feeling about this. Chills race up my spine. The figure draws near. Suddenly, the streetlights shatter loudly. The moon is hidden by the clouds. The whole world instantly turns to darkness. Oh, shit. But my heartbeat skips as if warning me of death. I jump back for no apparent reason. Oh, a blade runs through the darkness. Not being able to get away fully, my glasses are grazed by it. They fall to the ground with a clatter. The instant I start to say, "Are you?" the clouds part for a brief moment and the stark figure is illuminated. What the fuck is this? Hello. Weird fucking zombie dude or mummy. A man wrapped entirely in bandages is gripping a knife. The bandaged man goes to attack me again. I quickly ready my knife and stop it. 2 slivers of light shoot towards each other. I can't think calmly. The fact that I'm being attacked causes my mind to panic. Clang, clang. Sparks fly from our clashing knives and scatter into the darkness. I still can't calm down. It's not because I'm being attacked. Clang. I swing my knife to cancel out the one attacking me from every angle. Why? What's surprising is that my body is completely stopping all the attacks in this darkness without a pause. My body is moving by itself? No, that's not it. All my arms are doing is seeking out the lines and points that I can see in the darkness with my glasses off. That's all I can see, so I swing my knife through the dark air after those lines. As a result, the bandaged man's knife is simply stopping mine. In other words, it's not that I'm defending myself, but he's defending himself from me. I can win. I don't know who he is, but there's no doubt. I'm overwhelming him. My blood rages forth for my advantage. I'll win. I'm stronger than him. Because I'm stronger. because he's trying to kill me. Aren't I just returning the favor? Clang, clang. The sound of ringing metal echoes in the air, and I force him back towards the mansion wall. There. My eyes fixate on the line on his chest, and I thrust my knife forward. Momentarily, for some reason, I see a boy painted in blood in Akia's crying face. I pull my knife back before completion. What am I? I'm trying to kill someone. Why? My head hurts. My legs wobble and I stagger backwards. As I do so, I empty the contents of my stomach. Ugh, my chest starts to itch. My head hurts. The old wound on my chest burns. My eyes feel like they're going to burst out their sockets. Ugh. I can't stop throwing up. The vomit splatters all over the asphalt. And there, the bandaged man comes after me with his knife. Clang! Another collision. My knife shoots towards his. This time I really defend myself. I know where he's aiming. Since I know, I block him once again with another clang. Clang. Clang! Despite not being able to see his knife due to its speed, I somehow manage to block it over and over. The reason I can defend myself is simple. Because where he's aiming are the lines on my body. So I know where he is aiming at, and I understand more than anyone that having them cut would mean instant death. So I have to defend it. No, wait. Aiming for my lines? Yeah, so he can see your lines too. Ah! It's the exact opposite of before. That means, don't tell me he. The bandaged man smiles in the darkness. Thump. My heart rate goes out of control. Feeling some unnameable fear, I stumble backwards. He doesn't pursue me. He just smiles. His bloodshot eyes seem to be saying, "So you finally realized it," as he sneers at me. You can see them. Yes, he also can see the lines. Then he can also kill with one blow. The man laughs. He draws near while laughing. I, even down to my fingers gripping my knife, tremble uncontrollably. Slice, slice, slice. The sound of flesh being pierced by a blade resounds 3 times, and then a thud, a sound of a body hitting the wall. I can't grasp the situation. The bandaged man was suddenly pierced by 3 spear-like pipes. Not just pierced, but stuck into the wall. Like an insect pinned in a bug collection. "You're in my way," his voice grates awfully. At the same time, the 3 spears alight like candles and engulf him in flames. Ah! An anguished voice in the whirlpool of flames. In the darkness, that scene seems less cruel and almost beautiful. Ah! The bandaged man. No, the bandages are burned already. His skin is showing. Wrapped in the flames, the man stares at me. His bloodshot eyes filled only with murder. His black eyes like a weapon bent in cursing Tono Shiki. What? Suddenly I can only watch. He runs off into the distance, still engulfed in flames. The moon re-emerges. After those flames and that cursing voice, everything returns to silence like it was before. I fall to my knees and lean against the wall. I look up at the sky, in the direction where those spears flew from. Someone is standing high and far off. God damn, is that Ciel? Far away, standing composed on top of the streetlight, I see a familiar figure. Eh? Robes like a priest from another country. Clenched in her hand, large nail-like swords. That is not how you're supposed to use swords. Emotionless, pale eyes. Blue, sky blue eyes. Senpai? Under the moonlight, I can only make out the silhouette, but she seems to resemble Senpai. Our eyes meet. The standing figure on top of the streetlight suddenly disappears like a ghost. I sit down roughly. Is it relief from my headache fading, or just the lifting of all this tension? Leaning my back against the wall, I start to drift off to sleep. Bad idea. Oh, and I think it is coming to, well, it's just over an hour, but I love this. 8 death. You just save this. Yes. I think I'll leave that. I'll leave it there for tonight. This is a very short stream because I started late. So, but yes, um, that was interesting. I am not don't know who that guy was. But yeah, that was oh, that was something. I'm intrigued. I wonder who he was. He escaped though. But he's also able to see the lines that Shiki can see. So is he? At first, I thought maybe he's a version of Shiki from the future or something, but that's a little bit. It's a little bit too absurd at this stage of the game, of the thing. I'm just guessing it's just another user. Hello, cracked healer. How's it going? You came at the end of the stream. I'm about to finish up. Sorry. Um, best time um, but yes. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering who that guy was, but I'm assuming that we're going to see that guy again. Someone else who can see the lines that Tonoshiki can. But for now, we'll leave it there. I am Ashmanix. This is Tsukihime. Thank you for joining me on the stream, and I'll hopefully see you guys next time. Bye bye.